thinking of is not the new. I forgot you can shoot through concrete in this game.
Hi Adam! Oh yeah, I got you! You got me! I stole that and I never read it. What are you used to bring? Double R. I'm gonna remake it and put it as a friend. Oh my god, they're all in that building. Yep. James, I inadvertently revealed my name. Go on. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! James, this is definitely the best idea that I've ever chosen to go on a game. I don't know. Just touch you. Bloody. When I go in Night City and find out that I did. I just saw a man and he was looking a bit sus. Nah, James, I saw a man and he was looking a bit sus, so I obviously... You know what confusion. So, it's 38 baby T when he just killed me with an M10, so we're fine. What was his? James, I don't know anymore. Oh, fuck that.
Why is there 6 people in our spawn?
Why isn't there 6 people in our spawn? So Tyler going random.
6 people in our spawn.
Hi, Boomer.
So irritating.
That was the last time for real. No, I'm mid-game one. This is... He was in the entire
objectives.
Jay-Z took my kill. Clearly, you know.
Took my kill.
Speaking of you.
Oh my god.
I got. What? Wait. I got shot.
Wait, I will.
Yeah, but doesn't give
No, I mean, he shot me.
I got.
I got shit 7, 6, 5. Fun and just 2 people. I killed 2 people
but how?
with my gun.
I'm shooting.
Hello.
Oh god, are you?
Oh, you want
It's definitely.
So, talk. Out of James and Will, who's getting the handicap? For fuck's sake.
My street is 5
James gets the What do you want to
I mean, you call me.
Yeah.
Anything you want to make
Sorry. No, because I don't go to the doctors.
Oh, this is just fucking retarded. Why do you not take care of the...
You must have
why do you
memory loss
care?
as well, boys.
There's nothing wrong with me.
You must have memory loss too. Cuts out.
No,
I mean,
I'm sorry. Sorry, what?
Oh, for starter.
Your
Wow.
fucking ego's bigger than your future.
how's that
That's
a
not-
problem?
Oh, mate, I'm
No, you're so retarded.
Hey guys. Quiet.
Oh, right, okay, I see this joke. Oh, okay.
No, I've got a joke.
So
I'm
it's
a
like
joke,
you've
but
got
I need
no
to be
other-
quiet.
How did you get a nerve?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm
That's
sorry, I
hello.
didn't mean to make you turn.
Hello, I've got something funny to tell you.
0.76 KD on Roblox.
Really didn't
Tyler,
mean to.
Tyler,
Really, really.
Tyler.
It's all my fault.
No, I'm not. Don't do this.
Does that
Can
mean
I tell my joke now?
Wait,
Okay. So there's plenty of things wrong with me, okay? So start with me. Passing off then.
your privilege to last one minute.
No, Tom, I'm having Adam.
Am I? Is that for long?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
Will master the time.
I feel the handicap. I want the handicap though. I don't want the Make-A-Wish kid. I want the handicap.
Also, so you want rather... So you want...
Or the Make-A-Wish.
You want to make...
Don't Make-A-Wish. You can't say I don't know
That could
how
how
to
I make a
Make-A-Wish.
wish.
You don't know how you're a Make-A-Wish kid if you don't know what Make-A-Wish is.
Chris, we've been brought up to make dreams.
So how does that make me? I don't. If I don't.
Look, when you go to...
can't be one.
When you go to...
That doesn't shit. You can be adopted. That doesn't mean you're not adopted anymore. Kids still know they're adopted, but change the fact they're not adopted.
Don't you hate when you go to hospital and how Chris Evans shows up?
Oh, the teenage.
I've never been ill. Yeah.
You've never been ill, so you've never had that makes you ill.
Mate, your baby self.
Why do you think I'm so small?
But yeah, I had to get that even one now, you know, for body size and penis size.
Also, Talon, when you were little, did you have a
I wish I could have an
I just said then if you were
Oh,
Right. Okay, thanks. I can't physically not
you made it out like
Please tell me I'm not with me.
I did say. I am.
No,
Will, look on the right side of your
Explain to you.
But you
Yeah,
are.
no, that
You
means
just
you are an
can't
expert.
explain it.
we can explain it with a shooting. So anything that's not explained.
Make-A-Wish kids where you give the kids something fun. Is that what
He does. James here's Bispo, he's starting to hit the tracks and he goes for the gunfight and he wins. Moving into each other's angles. James going for the peak and James wins the gunfight. Tyler, a pre-fire through the wall. Oh my god, even more. And there we are, he sees the Valkyrie, he sees the head.
That's why you're a Make-A-Wish. You don't need it. You gave up with it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first live stream we have seen in a very, very long time. We've had quite a big break, but we are back right now. Just going to be doing a 2v2 today, sort of getting back into the swing of things. It's been a while since I've casted. I'm going to be doing it by myself today. We've got Will, James, Tyler, and Adam here for today's stream. The teams for today, we've got James, who will be starting the orange team. He's going to be with Adam, and we've got Will and Tyler partnering up, and they'll be on blue team starting on attack for today's game. Now, the first thing that we're going to be talking about is Will.
I mean, if it's at night, I can't really argue against it, man. I can't prove that I'm not a Make-A-Wish kid.
Okay, I just want to ask you guys a question. Do we want to do the ban phase?
Wait, what map is it on first?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do we want to do the ban phase, or do we want to choose a map like together? Like, what are we?
On my homies hate coastline.
Can we ban every operator that Tyler plays?
Well, that's all to you guys. I'm just talking about maps at the moment. Do you want to do the Premiership map pool, which is Oregon? Okay, so that's Oregon Clubhouse, Border, Chalet, Coastline. You guys can play the new house if you want it. So I mean, you one's playing. It's up to you. But if you want to do the Premiership map pool, it's Oregon Clubhouse, Border, Chalet, or
what do you
Coastline.
want to do?
Tyler, what's your least
Chalet?
favorite map ever? Feedback.
Yeah, well, I don't disagree with theme park.
Do we want to do theme park? Well,
yep.
I think that's the first time we've done first time we've done theme park. But okay, let's do theme park then. Let's get that all sorted. But yeah, it has been a while since we last did a stream, so it is going to be a little bit rusty to try and sort out what's actually going on here.
There's a giant fiddle in there. Joystick I've got.
Yeah, let's get that set up, and then we should be ready to get into this game. It's all the same rules as a usual 1v1 Premiership. Yeah.
Right, I'd just like to say to anyone out there, please donate to our Make-A-Wish kid.
Gives me money. I'm not
Please
gonna complain.
donate.
You said it gives you money?
It
Needs
does.
lots of money
No,
for
it
his
doesn't.
intensive care program.
It doesn't give you any money, Tyler. All it gets is you a meeting with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Tyler, you get to see
And then he didn't want
You get to see Iron Man.
What's wrong with that?
If you're a Make-A-Wish, you're gonna die, lad.
I mean, he is a Make-A-Wish kid.
Well, more very likely if you think I'm gonna die. That might probably
You are gonna die.
You are gonna
Following in the footsteps of his name.
Tom, please, whenever someone kills Tyler,
pretty
say,
sure everyone
guess the
does.
Make-A-Wish kid didn't get his
So if
wish
you're saying
today.
that, just follow the footsteps of anyone. Because everyone dies. Make it seem like it's
Tom, can we move some
Yeah,
strange
the
to
thing
die.
is, as a
Maybe
Make-A-Wish kid,
maybe
you're not
sometime
gonna
today
last as long.
Sorry, what was Adam?
Are we muting up? Yeah,
When are we gonna die then?
I think we should, yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we
just
should. I
waiting
think we should.
I'm just waiting for Siege at the moment.
Yeah, I'll mute up. I'll mute everyone up.
Well, when am I gonna die?
In about, what day?
October 16th at 6:32 PM.
Right then.
I'll be specific.
It was birthday.
I wonder how you know that.
Don't ask.
I
Tom,
don't
when
know
I
what's
joined, can
going
you
on
not
right
show my
now.
rank as well, please?
Yeah, I don't know. I think my Siege might have glitched here. It's not actually loaded me the lobby, so let me just restart. Let's see what's going on there.
Right, yeah, no, that's one final call, basically. Please, just kind of like send in everything you've got. This kid needs the help. Needs as much
Gives
money
me
as you
money.
can.
Kids got
Tom,
Asperger's.
just play one of those like Somali help.
No,
Oh yeah, I think I've got a charity video on OBS somewhere which I can play. Let's find one
and
of those.
then just say, please send money to Tyler's help program.
Oh, you know the Last Man Standing documentary thing that I did? I've still got Tyler's trailer on here somewhere.
Oh yeah, we'll get
We'll
that.
get
Because you're not done anything to make it.
Make-A-Wish kid.
No, we did the Last Man one. We did all of that.
Oh, I'm talking about the one bullet thing.
I don't know what went on when my Siege just said. It just kept me in a load screen. So. Right. Yeah, Adam, I'm
James,
just
I've just sent you my game plan, by the way.
Adam, I'm just gonna tell you, just go onto the live stream and just check for live chat.
You'll be Travis calling them a bitch. It probably will be.
Well, you got one part of that sentence
well,
right, James, that's for sure.
So, when was the last time you streamed?
When was the last time I streamed?
the
I
last time you shut
think
the
it
fuck up,
was about a month and a half ago.
Nice.
Ages. Absolutely ages.
Xbox gamers.
And you expect to be this highly influenced
No, I do
man.
not.
Nice.
Right, let me see if
I
the
like that. With some
custom
respect.
game will work.
Travis, can you show me awesome Snapchat one?
Can you not just get on stream actually?
Just give me a minute, apparently I've got to wait 2 minutes even though it didn't actually load up the last custom game I just tried to do. That's fucking annoying.
Give me a minute. Let me just wait 2 minutes. All right then, lad. Good maths, mate. Shut up, mate. You wish kid. It's not your time to say.
Stream one. Tom, get your nipple on stream now.
Oh
or-
no.
Yeah, actually, we all want to see.
No,
it, to be
No,
honest.
to be fair,
No,
I'd rather
Tom,
not
do
get
it,
a
you
look
should
pretty
like
grotesque.
Tom, do it, or I'll tell everyone in stream like you used to like Erin Overlap.
Wait, you just did?
Fucking believe.
That's the point of the joke.
Charlie, I want to tell the stream like Laura Harrison. So.
I never said that,
Yeah,
did
well,
I? You
Charlie,
just
well,
said that,
Charlie,
Will.
done by Will.
You made that up. You made that up, and then every single
Nah.
lesson for 6
you
months.
didn't make it up. No, you told me, Tom.
Yeah, you told me.
No, I did not.
Did. Don't lie.
Remember we were in Spanish class, that's how you looking at
We were in Spanish class. That was my
Yeah,
year
it's- I
fucking
just
9.
remember you giving her those like intense eyes. Like,
Intense eyes.
Yeah.
yeah.
You had those wide eyes, Tom.
Wide eyes.
There's what eyes of admiration.
Mm.
Yeah.
I remember.
I'm looking forward to when I can mute you all and just talk to myself.
I'm looking forward to
about
when
you?
your NAS dies as well and I take your money.
You are not getting my money, no way.
Tommy, Tommy,
Yeah,
you in the
Tom,
will?
here I am when I raid your house like an FBI trying to find child
Tommy,
porn
is he in
on
the will?
No, James.
Since when did James...
I don't know, he's just put himself in it, and then every time I say, well, I mean, that's just unrealistic, he just says he's going to rob me. So we have, I've contacted our solicitors and we have upgraded for security.
How do you know your grandma? How do you know your grandma or your nan isn't like two-timing with me? And how do you know I'm not in them like DMs at night, like when she's reading through her Kindle?
Well, James, if you were, I don't think you'd be living in Orford.
You don't know that, it's just a cover story. Look. You don't know I'm living in Orford right now. I just have a VPN.
Okay, I've got the lobby set up, so your lobby receiving an invite right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal your nan. Yeah, he knows it's true, that lie.
So I might definitely win Make-A-Wish.
Will and Tyler are on blue team, James and Adam are on orange, so let's get that sorted out.
No, it hasn't yet, Tom. Only refer to Tyler as Make-A-Wish Kid.
Ah, okay.
If you don't like a
Unfortunately, Make-A-Wish Kid doesn't fit in the banner at the
That's not my
top, so I
name.
won't be able to do
What
that.
team am I on? What colour am
Just
I?
say-
You're right, James. You're right, Adam. There. You're right there. James isn't.
James, come and join me, brother. James,
There you go.
you wanted me, boy.
Tyler, you're just waiting on you to join the lobby right now. Everyone else is in.
Yeah, hang on, I've got something.
So it should be good to get this underway.
When was the last time we did something like this? And I don't mean the 1v1 pro.
Good while.
What you mean, like a 2v2 type thing?
Mm.
But
that was even longer.
We might have done.
Okay, well, everyone's in the lobby. Are we good to go?
I need to mute these.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, everyone just mute up.
Yes.
Well, we're sweat. Yeah, I mean, it's not like full on hardcore, but we are like taking it, seriously.
Okay. Tom, you have a great.
I mean, I've lost anyway because I have.
Yeah.
You the next
You
So
chose
I mean, no, I'm not commentating of anyone, so I've just got a simple button to press and then I'm good to go. Right, see you guys. Good game, good luck. And
You know, if you think
I
about
mean,
it.
to be fair,
okay, there we go. So we should be okay to get ourselves underway right now. So let's see what we've got. Let's just get rid of that right there. Are we okay with that? Yeah, no, we should be okay. Okay, so let's get ready to go. We've hit the go button and we are going live now. Here we go. So, Theme Park is the map which we've decided to go to for today's game. And obviously we have got the ban phase at the start like we always do. So yeah, orange team banning first, that is obviously James and Adam. And then for blue team we have Will and Tyler, who'll have the 2 bans in the middle. We'll see what happens, but Capiteo are going to be the first operator off of the board as we see one of Tyler's operators being targeted. And now we've got the 2 bans in between, so let's see what those come out as. Okay, so Gridlock is off the board as I switch to my proper microphone now. So it is a little bit of a scuffed setup because it's a bit short notice. So I do apologise if there's anything going wrong there. Let me know in the chat if there is any problems. But Gridlock and Maestro, the 2 bans in the middle. So it does seem to just be Tyler's operators which are getting taken away from us for this game, which to be fair isn't very surprising. However, we do see a Valkyrie ban as the final one. No one's wanting those black eyes to be placed around the map. So Capiteo, Gridlock, Maestro and Valkyrie won't be joining us for this 2v2 as we get ready to go into the very first round of this game. I'll bring up the board at the top there for us all. So there we are, let's see what we get for this first round. Obviously, pick phase first. We don't have 6 pick, but we do go straight into the preparation phase. So the attackers first to choose and double down on their operators. We've got Ash and Jackal being played. An unusual operator for Tyler, a very common one for Will. And we've got Rook and Doc being taken, so no longer ACOG warriors unfortunately, but 1.5 scope for Doc and the 2 times for Rook. Well, let's see what we've got then. It's been a while since I've done a bit of spectating, so that's not going to be great, along with a commentary as well. So we'll see how it goes. But here we are. First site, they've decided to go to Trophy. Not Trophy, I've already made the first mistake of the day, but Throne and Kitchen. So the 2 long-ranged operators being used on the defense. We'll see what Will and Tyler's reaction to this setup is. Obviously, no ACOG on the side of Will's R4C and no 1.5, so he's definitely not going to have the upper hand in any long-range gunfights that we might end up with in this round. But we'll see how it goes. First couple of seconds been played of the action phase. Tyler with the 2 times scope, he's not going to have any problems with long-range gunfights. Will there with his holographic, going a bit for an upstairs push, so wanting to make sure that they're getting control of the upstairs, even though it's not necessary for this site, as only half of the site can be destroyed. The ceiling of half of the site can be destroyed through the panels. There we are, there is the 2 times scope being used by Adam on Rook's MP5, also the same scope that's being used by Tyler on the C7E. And with James we have the 1.5 scope being used on the P90, so not even the MP5, so still 2 different guns for the 2 French defenders. But here we are, some footsteps have already been identified by Tyler and Rook has already been tagged. That's the first sort of first bit of attack we've seen so far from the Jackal, as now he's destroying the wall. Destroying the door there. There we go. All of that now opened up as he tries to see if he can find any more footstep. Ash being very aggressive with his Ash charge, wanting to make a statement, watching for the Rook to come into sight, and kills the Rook. There we are. 1-man advantage all ready for Will and Tyler as it's just James left in a 2 versus 1 right now. He goes for a pre-fire, got plenty of bullets in that mag to do so, but he's got to be worried about Will pushing in, which he's just avoiding getting killed by, but Tyler's coming in on the other side and Will's able to finish it off with the knife. It's round 1 going the way of the attackers right there. Adam walking into Will's line of sight from the hatch. Not the best move there, and then it was an easy kill to finish up the round on Throne. Right there is... It's a nice hip fire and a melee for Will to finish off the round. We have a 1-0 lead for blue team. And Will picking up both the kills of that round. Adam, James and Tyler all left with 0 so far. However, Tyler isn't in the negative regarding the KD yet. 2 elite skins coming out from the attack. We've got Ash still staying the same for Will, but it's Hibana who's going to be played by Tyler. A bit of a change then, a bit more of a familiar operator, but not one who he too often plays. We have got some changes on the side of the defence, though. We've got a Tachanka coming out from James and the Castle coming out from Adam. A very, very safe pick for Adam and a very unusual one for James as we go into... We're going to Vault. We're going to Vault, and what's the name? Initiation. Oh, it's Theme Park. I do not know this map as well as many others, so the call for the rooms are not going to be great, and the entire casting isn't going to be great today. It's been a while since we've done this, but it is just nice to get back into the swing of things, and I have a feeling it'll definitely improve throughout the game. But we've still got this round to worry about at the moment. Will and Tyler already coming away with that first round. They'll want to be cementing their advantage at the start of this game, wanting to make sure that they are the ones in control, as my pop filter's falling down. But it is only one round. It doesn't necessarily mean anything at the moment. It was, I mean, obviously Adam and James didn't get a single kill, but it wasn't necessarily the most convincing round we've ever seen in our lifetimes. So still a lot to play for, and Adam and James definitely wanted to come for the comeback right now. But we'll hop on board in the POV of the Tachanka right now with that nice LMG, which is no longer strapped to the floor, fully movable. Black ice on the side of the UMP for Adam. It's always nice to see a bit of black ice being used. As now we hop on with Hibana of Tyler. Will and Tyler pretty much stalled upstairs. They've wasted about a minute so far. That's a third of the round gone. As they're just going on drones, checking out, seeing what's what and where people are. Trying to find out a bit of information. But it's going to be James also doing the same. And only Adam right now, the only one poised. Holding an angle, holding down the fort as he sees a drone. And gets it in the first 2 bullets he fires there. So nice from Adam to disperse of the intel gathering. But Tyler pushing up. Trying to make his presence hidden. But knows where James is. There we are, Hibana pellets being deployed. And we could... Oh, yep, no, just a full set there. And Adam's going to have a bit of danger to deal with. They've got a nice position right now. Tyler going in for the rush as he's about to get taken down. And yes, he is. Adam gets absolutely rushed, and that's beautiful team play by Will and Tyler. Plant's going down, only 5 seconds left on the clock. Oh no, it's a stopped plant. As Will goes for the reload, expecting James back any moment now. James at the Hibana hole, so the place they're probably least expecting him. But no, Will knows what's happening. He might have heard the Tachanka, and he has got eyes on that hole as Tyler's going for a rotate. Let's see what... Okay, James is going to get the first kill on the board. It's now a 1v1, but Will's going to get a lot of shots off there. Tachanka's very lit. A couple of shots being fired back, but it's not enough. Claymore being set down as the incendiary devices are being deployed. It's a reload for James as he is a little lower on HP than Will is right now, but it's not that big of a deal. A headshot is a headshot in this game, and it could easily go the way of James. 20 seconds left on the clock. This is looking very good for the defense as the plant's got to go down at some point. Another incendiary device being deployed as a drone is shot. Will is not sticking the plant right now as James is going for the push. Will going on the outside, and he could easily get the kill. Yes, he does. James doesn't know where he's coming from, and that's round 2 going the way of the attackers, and Will very much proving that he is the best player right now, right here, right now, and taking control of this game at the moment. A pretty simple kill for Will there. Didn't have to be too good on the gun skill. He just played it with his brain there. And James being a little bit aggressive, thinking the plant was going down, was unfortunately mistaken and gets shot in the side by an Ash who knew what she was doing, as we find it 2-0 for the attackers now. And Tyler really has got to find his footing. He, although he is actually... How has he done that? How has he done that? He's ahead of Will in the table. I mean, how can you do that? That's just ridiculous. But yeah, James and Adam really not not the best start. 2-0 down. We know that Clubhouse is quite a defender clubhouse. We know that Theme Park is quite a defender-sided map. So we'll see what they're able to pull out. Obviously, halfway through their first set of defences as they go back down to Throne Room. But it's not looking too good for them. They've already sort of failed, really. A 50% on the defense isn't great, but a 50% on the attack is very, very strong. And for what we saw from that last round there with that double push, making sure Adam was cleared out by both Will and Tyler, that was beautiful teamwork right there. That was absolutely amazing to be fair. That was really nice. You know, the communication was there. They knew exactly what they were going for, and they were able to make that work. So, you know, they're definitely proving, not only with Will, especially having the better gun skill and the better brains right now, but also the communication is definitely on another level with Will and the Make-A-Wish kid at the moment, as James and Adam are still struggling to find their footing and their first round on the board. But the action phase has started. Let's see if the defenders will get their first round of the day. God. Yeah, I'm very out of practice and I can already feel my throat is going. I'm getting a bit of voice break right now, which is not great, but we'll soldier on. As Adam, not with the greatest aim in the world right there. Ooh, almost gets caught out by the book. He knew exactly what he was doing there. Information's good. So I went for a pre-fire there. He might have been able to catch that cap can. I have to say, the communication right now for Tyler and Will is second to none. There we are, a bit of floorboards being destroyed at the top. However, that's probably going to benefit James more than Tyler if he chooses to use them. Drone coming up. James disperses of that with that beautiful Dark Zero weapon skin that he's now got on the T5. But Tyler saw exactly where James was, so that position is now useless. He's going to have to go for a rotators. Adam holding down the fort, anchoring by himself with those Capcan traps obviously equipped to all the doors. Although he's looking on the wrong side of the map, it's Dragon, where the two attackers are coming from. As Adam goes for a peek, ooh, and almost catches the book right there. Not a single bit of damage done to either of them as Will goes for an Ash charge and a rush. Adam finds himself dead, but Tyler is down, and it's a team kill from Will, as now James is going for the kill with that T5 SMG. The Dark Zero weapon skin obviously provides you a bit of extra power. And here we are, again, another 1v1 situation with both James and Will. Will James be able to get the first round on the board for the defense? He's holding a line of sight on the very left side of Throne right now. Will proning. Ash charge being fired out as a distraction. He's going for the peek. James sees it. He doesn't fire. He keeps his position hidden. And now he's in a very good position. But the plant is going down. 6 seconds left on the clock, but it's a fake. As Will is trying to expose James. As James now goes for the push. Will doesn't know where it's coming from, but he's still going to get the reaction shots. A lot of missed bullets there from James. The pistol's out, but the pistol's going to win it. And it's round 3 for the first round of the day, going to the defenders. As we find ourselves at a 2-1 situation. And whew, that was could have been a lot easier for James there if he landed initial shots. But nevertheless, it's winning the round that counts. And winning the round he did right there. That is a 2-1 situation that we find ourselves in as we go into our final round of the attack and defense for the selected sides before the split, and we'll see if the 50% success ratio is able to go through for both the attackers and the defenders, which on a map like Theme Park definitely favours the attackers. Okay, let's see what we've got for the very last defensive round of Adam and James before we go into the split for the next 4 rounds. So we find ourselves going to Drug Lab. So, an interesting site, probably the least played of all the sites in New Theme Park. So yeah, interesting to see if Adam and James have got a plan here. Obviously, we saw a lot of good communication from Will and Tyler. Obviously, not that last round with Will team killing Tyler, but you know, everyone's allowed to make a mistake. Although knowing Will and Tyler, it probably wasn't a mistake. But you know, I'm gonna hope that they had a bit of a better judgment. We've got the Aruni being played by James, but most I think not necessarily importantly, but most surprisingly, the Frost being played by Adam, not a common operator in Pro League, not a common operator in Ranked, not a common operator in the Premiership, not a common operator for any of us. So this is a very interesting move coming from Adam. But I think in a 2v2 situation like this, we saw how good the Capcom traps were last round in downing Tyler, which eventually led to his demise. I think the Frost might be a pretty decent idea. Tyler's just repelled in. It is lovely seeing that black eye spare with the purple attachments. But, you know, Tyler has dropped in, waiting to be told about everything that's going on. Will playing the Blackbeard, so his first round away from the Ash. Doing a bit of droning, making sure they know what's what, who's who, and where's where. As now Will put on that Gorilla Shield and is making his descent. We've got the P10 Roni being played by James as he finds himself in barrels, sitting silently. Silent as a mouse as he's waiting for the first people to attack him. Not going to find anything though. Just waiting patiently. Adam holding down the fort, sitting in sight like he usually does. As Tyler is now pushing down the stairs, and this could be a kill for James. Tyler on main stairs. He has no idea where James is. There we are. James sees him. James goes for the kill, but he runs out of ammo, and that is a massive disadvantage of Aroni. Not enough ammo. But there we are, he finds the Blackbeard, and oh, James should have had 2 kills, yet no damage done to Will, a lot of damage done to Tyler, but James struggling to keep himself alive as well. That is incredibly unfortunate for James. He's in a very difficult position now with such little HP still left on the board, and it's all down to Adam, really now, to hold down the fort with that 100 HP. Although both of them are now inside throne. Adam sees this and Adam's dead. So it's all down to James with a sliver of HP left on the board. But James doesn't know that they're both in throne. He's just watching, but he knows now they're going to be coming through this door. They were pushing through barrels. One of them's got to come through this way, and he will be right. There's the Blackbeard, but he still cannot land enough shots with that Roni. This is terrible for James right now. He knows exactly where both of them are. He just cannot land the bullets. He escapes well, though, and now he's inside labs as he's reloading again, but there's not enough ammo in that Roni for James right now. He needs a higher capacity gun, as both Will and Tyler are on very low HP, but then again, so is James, as now he's waiting for the first person to push, and he's out of ammo again. This could be an easy, just using the man advantage right now, but no, it's going to be James to get Tyler. Will he be able to get Will? Yes, he will. It's a headshot. Oh my god, James, he missed so many shots. He ran out of ammo so many times. He should have killed them earlier, both of them, and he's able to get them. That's a very sus shot, not going to lie. That was an incredible, that's definitely first bullet on the hip fire before you've aimed in there, but thank the Lord for James, who was able to equalise a 50% split on these rounds right now as we go into the switch for defence and attack. But James, oh my god, that was just an absolutely crazy round. The amount of times he ran out of ammo with that P10 Roni was incredible, but he's able to make it work. Just, I think it's definitely down with Tyler with the lack of HP that both Will and Tyler had, but James able to come through there and cement that round on the side of the orange team. We're going to the split now, so let's see how advantageous the attack is this time, or how equally split it's going to be. It's going to be Will and Tyler, obviously, on the defence now. We've had that 4-round split. We've got the Kavira being played by Will, so an interesting operator, going for those interrogations, and of course the silent step. And we also have Tyler playing Ella. So again, 2 roamers being played right now, but however, we know Tyler's playstyle, very fond of his anchoring. So we'll see what he's able to do with those Grismont mines being deployed. Obviously, that Scorpio SMG, a very fast fire rate gun. And then obviously, you also have the barbed wire that's been placed down to try and slow down any fast assaults that could be coming in, but no reinforcements being deployed, which is interesting as the action phase starts, and both Tyler and Will going for a roam. Will on a very very big roam right now, as he's all the way over in small kitchen, but Tyler with a bit of a shallower roam. No, he's gone on a mega roam as well, all the way on the opposite side of the map, so James and Adam could have the easiest time of their life pushing sight right now, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. There we are. They're both miles away from sight. And James and Adam can just push themselves in. We've got Adam playing the Blackbeard. He doesn't want to be headshotted anytime soon. And James on the familiar operator of the Zofia, so aim shouldn't be too much of a problem. And of course, ammo capacity definitely shouldn't be too much of a problem on the side of the Zofia. Both Will and Tyler have made their way a little bit closer to site right now. We've got Tyler inside bathroom, has been pushed out by the Blackbeard, and Will is pushing in from the other side of the site. Okay, now we've got the Ella inside site. It's a lot more closer contested, and he could pop up right now and easily get this kill. He's hid behind the cocaine stack as the Zofia is intently watching and knows where this Ella is. Ooh, this could be a very... This could be definitely be a case of just unfortunate timing for the person who dies out of these two right now. There we are. Tyler knows exactly where James is. Put the ping down, and it's a pre-fire through the wall that Tyler's able to get Adam. Oh, a beautiful kill from Tyler right there. And now he's going for the second one as well, and he's not able to get it. Will's able to finish it off. Both of them helped with the down there, though. But that was great from those two, utilising the two angles that they had available to themselves, the two entry points, and making it work. Nice play on the side of the Kavira, being able to run up and finalise that kill. And definitely a nice play on the side of Tyler there. He heard the sound cue, he went for that pre-fire. I thought he missed it initially with it being too high above the head, but he managed to lower that recoil down a bit, just nick the head of the Blackbeard, which is unfortunate for Adam, obviously, with the fatal shield activated, but he was able to come away with a kill at the end of it all. So it doesn't really matter. Tyler played that round well. Which is weird because they were both miles away from site when the initial push came out from Adam and James. But hey-oh, there we are. A nice defensive round as we continue the trend of Tyler and Will not actually being a round down so far. It's been equalised and they have been ahead. James and Adam have never taken the lead so far this game. So we'll see if that stat carries on for the rest of today. But yeah, let's see what we've got for the rest of this game. Obviously, it's definitely not over yet. So reinforcements being deployed by both Tyler and Will as we see the Tachanka being used for the second time today. The alibi being taken by Tyler. And it's a bit of a change in turn of operators on the attack as well. We're going to be seeing the Ash again for the is this the fourth round now of Ash we're going to be seeing. Obviously this time not with Will but with Adam. And we're going to be seeing Book for the first time this game, so we'll see what James is able to do with that as we flick on to the Book. Let's see what James's plan is right now. Rappelling up and going for the hatches, presumably at the top. Obviously the extra breaching charge that's been given to the rocket launcher for Ash, obviously proving to be useful for Adam, as he's still got one rocket remaining, even though he's already disbanded of two, obviously. Although it has been pinged for bathroom, I'm wondering if that's where James is at. No, none of them are there actually, they're both going for a double drop inside control room and CC. As James is able to take care of that static camera, although he doesn't actually get it, I don't think, there from what I just saw. So we'll see if that leads to anything. Probably not, as the Tachanka is currently engaged in a gunfight with both of them and loses the gunfight with both of them. As finally, Adam and James are able to get the first kill on the board, and Adam's able to get both of them. No, not quite both of them. There's a lot of missed shots there, but he's able to get the suppressed pistol kill on Tyler in the end. Although a lot of missed shots from both of them there, and they should be incredibly disappointed. I mean, what is that? So, yeah, we'll gloss over that round, but it was a win for the attack. It was a win for Adam and James nonetheless, as we equalise the score once again. It's a 3-all scoreline as we enter round 7, and that's now a full... It's still a 50% success rate for both the attack and the defence so far in this game on the map of Theme Park. Well, let's bring up the caster cam. You guys can see my... Oh, never mind, that's definitely not right. But yeah, you guys can see my reaction for the next round. I mean, it's been a while. I think OBS has reset some of the stuff, so the camera's not quite aligned there. But I'll sort that out for the next time. That's just a stupid camera angle. That looks ridiculous. Yeah, we'll take that away. But yeah, let's just forget we saw that. I didn't realise the camera was so far off centre. But anyway, we'll focus on with what we've got for the rest of this game. Still 20 seconds left of this prep phase, as we've got Tyler and Will going yet again to the same site they just lost at, hoping their new strategy might be able to revitalise their attempts and the result that they are hoping to break on this round. The alibi being taken by Tyler. That's the second time now that Tyler has taken the alibi, and we're seeing the Legion played by Will, so wanting to deceive and also annoy the opponents by placing goo mines and holograms along all around the map, as we see Ash being played by Adam yet again, as it worked out so well for him last round, but we're seeing the Hibana on the side of James. So that bearing 9 being used to open up the window, just as a bit of distraction really, just to cause a bit of harm, a bit of anxiety on the side of the defenders, as we see the Hibana drop, get out the drone and find out exactly what's going on inside Cache, as Adam puts his drone down into CC and tries to see if he can find out. This is obviously was the position they pushed from last round. I was wondering. Oh, already hit by the goo mine. So they're going to know exactly where James and Adam are pushing from. Obviously, now they're going to know exactly where they're coming from, and they are going to be better prepared. So, let's see what they do with that added information. Will already on a rotate coming back from Dragon. The Hibana pellets are being deployed. That's a full walkable hole now coming from Cache. They've changed their plan after realising that the goo mine gave away their position of doing the exact same attack they did last round. But they're still vulnerable, obviously still attacking from the same side of the map, so the Legion on his roam could easily come and pick up these two. Shot him in the back as Adam's able to get the first frag on the board. Tyler isn't able to hold down sight enough, but he almost got Adam. That's a lot of damage done there, and Will is able to get James, so it's just down to Adam right now to try and clutch out this round. And he is on very little HP. I mean, I think this is all done and dusted for Will right now. He sees Adam there. He's going to know where the push is coming from. He's only got to land one bullet with anything right now. Or even a goo mine would do it on its second spike. And Adam is in a very bad situation. A tiny sliver of health left on his bar right now. And he has got nothing. No options available. A 1 versus 1. And it's all but over for Adam. He might be able to win this out, but it's looking increasingly unlikely. 45 seconds left on the clock. Will's just making sure that he's well hidden, well protected, knowing that a plant really is the only way that Adam's going to be able to get this one off, and then a sneaky shot in the back. Plant being attempted there by Adam, although he's faking it out, trying to drag Will towards him to go for the gunfight. Obviously, that's a safer position to play. 30 seconds left on the clock right now, though, and it's just one bullet from that T5 is going to do it for Will, as Adam is just sitting and waiting. Although he's trying to see if he can get a shot in the back of Will. Less and less time is remaining for the Ash, as now he's going aggressive, and he's going to die to the goo mine. Ooh, very close. Almost dying to the goo mine. He's got nothing left to do right now as Will sees him. Adam's going to go for the kill, and he's going to lose the fight right there. It was all but over with that little HP and Will having 100. But there we go, Will able to come away with a nice win on that round, but he played that very smartly, didn't expose any position and made sure he was safe, put down the goo mines, and that was played smart by Will, conservative, but won it out in the end because he was patient enough. That's a 4-3 scoreline, and again we continue the same trend of Tyler and Will either being equal pegging with the orange team right now, or being ahead. James and Adam still yet to get their first round ahead of the opposition as we go for another round of defense for Will and Tyler, and this time it's Armory and Throne Room. The first time we'll see Armory and Throne Room for them, so we'll see what they're able to do with Tyler taking the smoke, Will on the Legion yet again. We'll see what cat they're able to pull out the bag, as they're hoping to go for a 5-3 lead now. Well, let's have a look and see what they're able to accomplish. We've got the Cali being brought by James, which is an interesting position. But we also obviously have Adam taking the Blackbeard the second time. He's taking the Blackbeard. Obviously, the first time he took it, he got headshot him with the first bullet that hit him by Tyler on a pre-fire, so it didn't quite turn out to be the power play in the end. But the Cali being played by James is definitely an interesting one. Obviously, that DMR, incredibly slow fire rate, an incredibly difficult gun to use, very unique, very niche, but at the same time, if you can make it work, you are going to win gunfights you should not deserve to win. Smoke being taken by Tyler, obviously, with the SMG-11 shotgun combo, very common thing to see, with the only person taking an elite skin this round as well. So it'll be interesting to see how well he's able to control the SMG-11 recoil control, and obviously fortifying sight by himself whilst Will goes on the roam. But communication has been great between these two so far, so I'm hoping that they're able to keep that trend going, and they're able to help each other out. Will going for the very popular play right now of using the roof and using the ceiling against the attackers at the very popular window to jump in for attacking Dragon Wall. Just sitting line in wait right now, but it doesn't seem to be Dragon the main opposition, the main position for the attack right now. It seems to be, as a drone's getting sent out and doesn't even make it through. It seems to be Barrels, which is the main force of contact right now. James wanted to keep his Cali pick hidden for as long as possible. Adam obviously with the Blackbeard, so fire rate definitely not on the side of the attackers right now as Adam blows a hole in that wall, but Tyler with the SMG-11 could shoot from a barricade right now, and there we are. It's going to be the opposite way round this time, and that's sweet karma for Adam right now as he gets the first kill on this round, and he's almost getting a pre-fire on the Legion right there. He's coming out with the Deagle to be aggressive. He's got the suppressor on it. He's not able to land enough bullets, but he's able to stay alive as Will evacs into Barrels, as James now trying to get the marksman rifle kill here, but he's just waiting for the exit for the Legion. But they know exactly where he is. He's trapped. I don't see Will winning this, but he's able to get a couple of shots off onto James. But Adam is able to get the Deagle kill to finish off that round. Whoa, Adam, they're getting both the kills. I mean, you got to give him some credit for that one. That was beautifully played by Adam and sweet karma there. Tyler going for pre-fire for the barricade, going those bullets flying straight over Adam's head. And he's able to get the shots in the stomach at the time it mattered, and he's able to kill the smoke. Beautiful shot for a barricade there for Adam. Obviously, pretty much a direct replica, only contrasting with the side switched this time around as what we saw on the very first defense that we saw from Will and Tyler, in which obviously Tyler got that pre-fire with Ella through the wall and headshotted Adam when he was playing the Blackbeard. But we're going to see the switch now. 4-all is the scoreline as we see the side switch. We've got Adam and James back on the defense, Will and Tyler back on the attack, and it's been equal pegging so far. This is an incredibly close game to witness right now. Okay, so we're going to initiation and vault for the second set of attack defense splits. Obviously, James playing the smoke right now, which is an interesting pick. Maybe he wants to, but he's got the FMG9, so he's probably going to be wanting to play a more aggressive smoke role. And then we also have Adam on the vigil, so he's probably want to be playing quite an aggressive anchor role with that operator. Tyler on the Zofia, wanting a bit of a punchier gun, as we find Will playing as Zero. So the first time we're going to see Zero in today's match. We'll see if those cameras have any impact, or if that hard breach gadget has any positive impact for the side of the attacks, making it a bit easier. Obviously, that's the only bit of hard breach tool they've got available to themselves for this round. And obviously, that gun that Will has got is a pretty heavy hitter on the side of Zero. It's definitely a decent weapon, to be sure. Anyway, we'll see what the plan is right now, as here we are, James playing that aggressive smoke like I said he would. He's found the Zofia on the upside down rappel. Oh, he knows exactly where to fire right now, and Tyler's going to be playing a little bit scared right now, but opening up the other window instead and wanting to go through there. A bit of a pre-fire, that's miles away from James, isn't going to land any bullets onto him. As a smoke canister gets deployed at small kitchen, the heartbreak gadget being used to open a soft hatch. So I'm not too sure what the plan there was, and Will's immediately killed by Adam on the aggressive anchor. So this is looking incredibly good on the side of the defense right now, and Adam looking incredibly strong. He's got 6 kills right now as James takes a lot of damage from the Zofia. A shot being fired through the wall, but it's James to get the wall bang himself, and that's 2 rounds in a row now that Tyler's been shot without even seeing the opposition. As here we are, James is able to get a hip fire through the wall as well, just for the disrespect. But a nice round for the defence right there, and Adam with perfect position, knowing exactly where that hatch was going to be blown from, and he was there to pick up the pieces and get that kill, and that is what matters right there. Adam really is, he's not carrying, but he is at the forefront of this game right now. Will definitely carrying Tyler with that scoreline right there, the 8 kills to the 3. But we're seeing a very equal split on the side of Adam and James, 6-5, but it's a 5-4 scoreline, unfortunately, against the top fragger of this game so far. And everyone with a positive or neutral KD right now, apart from the top of the table on the losing team right now. And it's a very wide margin as well, a 3 kills to a 7 death ratio, whereas for everyone else, obviously, we're seeing equal split on both both Adam and James on Orange team, and Will obviously with a net positive quite high there with 8 kills and 5 deaths. But obviously, all still to play for. We're on break point right now for Orange team, for for Adam and James. So we'll see what they're able to accomplish with that break point going down to Throne.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Hatches being reinforced by Adam, and we're seeing a bit of a switch right now. I think they've realised Adam is the one getting these kills right now. He is playing better on the side of the gun skill right now, which is a very weird thing to say. But James has gone onto the Kaid, onto the anchoring role, and Adam playing the alibi and playing the Aroma with a suppressed MX4 Storm, which is an interesting choice. As I say that, though, James is now roaming with Kaid with the TCSG, and Adam is anchoring with Alibi. I mean, it's very weird, but here we go. James going to get the first kill, though, on the Asher. A lot of damage as Will is on a sliver of HP right now, as that's a great start for the defense as they look to take it to match point. Adam playing aggressive with the Alibi, sees exactly where the Zofia is, but doesn't win the gunfight. Tyler's able to win that one, and that's 1 kill he's able to get. He sees the Kaid, the TCSG being used by James right there, as now he's going to die to the Ash. No, he's not. It's a spin. It's a flick from James, and the low HP on Will meant he was able to lose that gunfight. We now find ourselves in yet another 1v1 situation in this incredibly close match. The revolver being pulled out by James, but he's going to revert back to the TCSG as well. Plant is being set down by Tyler. So 4 seconds left on that, and it's definitely going to be set down. However, whether he's going to be able to hold the site is a different question. We've got a long plant time in the 1v1 Premiership, and obviously 2v2 show matches as well. Over a minute. We have a minute and 10 seconds. So Tyler going to be playing. He's got his drone on diffuser. He's obviously got a little pixel peek right there, and he's just sitting and waiting, not wanting to give his position away as James uses up his nitro cell, using the revolver. He sees where the Zofia is. No, he doesn't. Tyler able to get both kills that round, trying to fight back here and trying to show that, yeah, you know, he can contribute something as well. He's definitely won that round for himself and Will. And again, we equal it out, and yet another draw. It's 5-all. Both of them are on break point right now. It is going to go to whoever wins this next round will have match point, but I reckon this is going to be an overtime game, absolutely, as now we see Tyler taking Dokkaebi, a very interesting choice. But we've got Adam and James, obviously, still on the defense, and they're going to Lab and Storage. Adam going to be playing Frost like he did last time they went to Lab and Storage, and Legion being played by James. Obviously, we saw the Legion coming in a lot for James last round. We'll see, not last round, but the first set of defenses that they had. It was quite a good operator for him. Obviously, it worked out for Will as well. So it's definitely a good operator for them to use, the Legion in this 1v1, in this 2v2 show match so far. But we'll see how well Tyler and Will are able to accommodate to these 2 new operators that they have taken on. The Ying being used for Will and the Dokkaebi being used for Tyler. 2 operators that we haven't seen at all so far in this entire game. Obviously, definitely never seen them at all this entire game for Will and Tyler. But Dokkaebi, an interesting choice, obviously the phone call and hacking the cams. It's a very useful gadget to have. It's a very annoying gadget for the defenders to have to deal with. And the Yings, obviously the flashes and the smokes, able to disorientate, make pushes without the defenders knowing where you are, and it gives you a bit of it gives you a massive advantage in gunfights. So we'll see how that's able to work out. Obviously the communication's been quite good with them so far, so I'm guessing the Ying and the Dokkaebi could work out well together. Obviously the frag grenades as well being tossed in that can never fail really. As well, it can always do at least a little bit of damage as long as being thrown into the right spots. A couple of reinforcements being placed down by both James and by James. But there we are, the T5 SMG being used as we have a massive magazine on the side of Ying with that LMG as he's watching. She's watching. Oh, there we are. Adam losing quite a bit of HP, but then again, so is Tyler. But at a gunfight at that range, that should not be happening for Tyler. He should not be losing HP, especially when he has a marksman rifle. First Candela got sent out and nothing was done from it. The second Candela's about to get yeeted into drugs, and there we are. It's straight into drugs, and another one being deployed. So Adam's going to be completely blind right now, but it's a frost trap. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful right now from Adam as he's able to get another kill, and both the kills as Adam takes it to match point for Orange Team. Oh, that is amazing play right there. The flash is going out, the smoke's not being used, but obviously that wouldn't make any difference, but the flash is going out. Will thought the easiest kill of my life, never mind, he's going to get smacked in the frost trap, and that is incredibly unfortunate, but it was beautiful from Adam, as I'm just going to check to see what James has asked me. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Right. Seems to be a bit of tension over the plant that Tyler did. I mean, planting still. Planting is. Planting is loud, so we will not be doing a rehost. It's definitely, obviously, it's factoring obviously to facilitate. For the plant, it's an incredibly long timer. Obviously, 1 minute and 10 seconds for you to play with. So we I mean, it's not necessarily in the spirit of the game necessarily, but it's perfectly fine. It's just a little bit annoying, obviously, to be on the receiving end of, and I do understand where. I do understand where James is coming from, but we'll roll on with what we've got so far. So, match point for both James and Adam, and we'll see how this plays out. They're obviously still on the defense, and this is the last round. It's either win here or we go to overtime, and obviously it's just for 1 round switch. We don't have the 4 rounds and then a switch, so a bit more fast-paced in what you're able to do. But yeah, still match points, still regulation rounds right now, and let's see what they're going to do. Obviously, no gunfights at the moment, no health being taken off, but there we are. Barricade being broken, and Adam could get a nice kill here. Oh, we could have gone for the pre-fire there. There we are. He knows exactly where that Jackal's going to be coming from, though. Plus an impact nade there, takes away a bit of his own HP, but he knows exactly where one of them is going to be pushing him from. Oh, it's going to be the Amaru who's able to get the kill, and Adam's going to be downed. And he is not going to be picked up there. But Will doesn't seem to be going for the finisher unless he's going to Amaru into sight. Never mind, Tyler is going to take it. And he's going to watch it. He's going to save it for Will. He's going to be sat there and he's going to wait. Well, we know that we have a kill. Tyler's going to finish it off. Never mind. There we are. Just to guarantee that that kill has been taken. James going to be sat back right now waiting to see what happens. A man disadvantage, but he has won these before and won these before in this game. As now he's going for a push at the door. He sees the glass and he wins that gunfight. It's a 1v1 situation now. Obviously, HP definitely on the advantage of definitely the HP advantage on the side of Will. 100 HP, but James is able to stim himself up, so that's now not even a factor. But we'll see how this one goes. Diffuser is sat on Tyler's body. However, due to the recent conflicts of the diffuser, I don't think we're going to be seeing that being planted. Obviously, it's not necessarily what we want to see. Anyway, it's going to be a heads-up gunfight right now. Will knows where James is. He's on the stairs. He's waiting for James to push up. We've got 35 seconds left on this round, and James is perfectly happy. Sitting midway through stairs. Flashbangs being used, and none of those are going to be of any effect, as now Will's going for a rotate through cafeteria side, looking to snatch James on the stairs. He knows exactly where James is, and he's just going to be waiting, but no, he's going to peek round now and hold his line of sight on the arcade machines at the back, as James is now pushing up on the angle, as Will's able to fire off a lot of bullets right there and get the round. It's going to be overtime, but we're going to see, and it's going to be Will to win that one out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have discovered the
Okay, so we
location of a bomb.
reach overtime.
10 seconds to
It's
go.
the first overtime round. We'll see who's able to come away with a match point as we go down to another drugs defense for James and Adam. Frost traps have been deployed. They worked incredibly well last time, and the Aruni being taken. So the Ying Candelas won't be that useful. Obviously, we won't be able to penetrate the they won't be able to penetrate the lasers, but Ying hasn't been taken, so that's not a factor that they have to worry about on the defense, as Adam's playing quite aggressive right now, and there we are. The Aruni is taken care of. That lasered line is no longer an issue. We see the there we are. See the Yana trying to get her hologram in there, and Adam says no to that immediately as a frag grenade goes in, and it takes no damage. That frost trap is still set down on the door. I don't think the Aruni spotted that, as Adam is just still waiting intently right now on his victim to enter. Well, Tyler, he has got a much stronger sight right now, and obviously the 2x scope, so if it is a pixel angle of any sorts, it's probably going to have the advantage. But you never know in these situations. It's still quite a close angle right now, so you don't know what's going to happen. He tries to send out his hologram again, and it gets taken care of. Again, as he goes for a pre-fire and loses the gunfight. A nice play from Adam, is able to finish that one up. Now let's check in with Will. Obviously his teammates just died, and we've got James playing upstairs with the P10 Roni as he's watching for... Oh, he doesn't know that Will's in cafeteria, and this could prove detrimental for the defense right now. Will is definitely upstairs, and James could have caught him right now, and he's very lucky not to have been seen by Will. But James is watching. He sees where they are. There we are. He knows exactly where that book is, and that should be the easiest kill of his life. And it is. Round 13, won by a headshot of Veroni. James isn't running out of ammo that time, and it's a nice play. Round 14 now, overtime match point for the attackers. For Orange team, for Adam and James. I mean, it was a very strong start by both Will and Tyler, but Adam and James have been on the pickup ever since, and they have looked much stronger in the second half of this game.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Oh, God, I need a drink. Alright, let's see what we've got. It's going to be a very similar operator lowdown that we're going to see for the side of the defense this time. Obviously, a Frost being replaced by a Legion, but, you know, obviously 2 trap operators. But we are going to see the Aruni being played by Will with that P10 run. He worked out for James last time, even though he could have killed Will a little bit earlier, and he's very lucky not to have been taken out. But overtime match point for James and Adam. And a 7-6 scoreline
10 seconds to
as we find ourselves in what could quite possibly be the final round of the
5
game.
seconds to
But
insertion.
it's not over till it's over. There's always that last round, and there's always that last kill that needs to be committed to. So, action phase has started, as it's the potentially the final defense on throne room that we will see this game, as both Will and Tyler looking intent to anchor for this one, as we see the sledge coming out from James and the Ash being played by Adam. So 2 incredibly strong fragging operators with powerful guns on both sides of the equation right now. We'll see how effective this is for both of them. Silence as they're waiting for the first sound cue of this round. And it's going to be James sneakily pushing in at Tellers at the back for a dragon push, and it's Adam who's going to be quite loud and saying, "Here I am," with his push at barrels as he opens up the barricade. As Tyler's taking out one of the drones. Now we only have 1 drone remaining for Adam, 1 drone remaining for James. As a lot of bullets are being fired in right now. The wall is completely reinforced, but a frag grenade drops. Doesn't do any damage though, but it's close to netting a kill onto Tyler. Will, however, very secure right now. He knows exactly where Adam is, and he's holding that line of sight with a P10 Roni. Obviously, something we saw with James when he was trying to use this gun very early on was that the recoil, not necessarily recoil control, but the ammo capacity was not amazing for this gun. Obviously, only 20 bullets, and they are gone in an instant. So, you have to be reserved with your ammo. You've got to wait for your opportunity to strike and nail every bullet. But Will is definitely in a position to do this right now. He sees the drone right there. He's not going to bother shooting at it. Could be a distraction. As now there's a bit of upstairs pressure being taken in by James as Adam goes for the rush in. And Will is going to run out of ammo and he's going to lose that gunfight. However, Adam's on a very little HP, but James is able to come away with a win. And it's an attackers who have won round 14. And it's the victory screen that Adam and James will be seeing as James gets the final kill. The goo mine stuck in his foot, but he still beats Tyler on the gunfight. And it will be Adam's end screen animation, but we will see the dual wield pistol of Ash right there. And that was a very strong game from Adam, especially right there, and a very strong game from everyone, really, to be fair. There were definitely moments where everyone stepped up, but it's 9 kills for both James and Will, 10 kills for Adam. He broke double digits. 6 kills for Tyler. Unfortunately, he only broke double digits in deaths. But we will return now to the studio to see what everyone thought at the end of that game. Okay, so let's get everyone back at the end of
You're the
that.
ones that start going
Okay, there we go.
Legion Frost.
Yeah, because
deserve
you were
that.
hard ash rushing every
That
time.
wasn't hard ash rushing. I'm
Yes,
playing
it was.
a-
You were
I'm
in. You were
playing a
inside
game on my
before.
phone.
You were inside before like even like half a minute has passed.
Well, you're not
Lad,
going to
you
stay
just
inside,
couldn't
and Adam's
cope.
going to be the only one inside.
I
Why
was
not?
inside for the first round.
Lad, you just couldn't cope with
first
the
2
ash
seconds
rush,
of
and
the
you're
round
like,
was
alright
really
then, let's be rats. So we went rats back.
Oh,
Quite
boys,
simple.
in that round, who was the Dokkaebi? Yeah, who was Dokkaebi?
Oh, of course it was Tyler.
Why
Of course it was
why
Tyler.
can you hit your shots? Why can you hit your shots in custom games and in normal games?
Oh, Adam was on
Bro,
fire.
because I want to kill you. Because I want to.
Do you not want to kill
I
the
just
other
want
team?
to. I saw at the I saw the scoreboard on the end. The top of Orange team was Adam,
love it.
and he broke.
It makes no
He
sense.
got double digits
It
with
doesn't
10
make sense.
kills.
Yeah,
I
double
want
digits.
The
to kill you,
top
but you don't
of
die.
blue team was Tyler, and he broke
you
double
would kill me
digits
with
by
this.
getting 11 deaths.
Oh, no, man.
Those would be only double digits that game. It was kills for Adam and deaths for Tyler.
Yeah, that last round I just thought, fuck it. I knew where the Aruni was. So.
I tell you
Actually,
what,
I
we saw so much Aruni play, but he just ran out of ammo so
I got
fast.
so shocked and he just dropped in front of me, James. I wasn't
Oh
prepared.
yeah, I got
I knew
worried.
it was gonna happen.
James,
I was ready for
I
it.
was
But then it happened,
spectating
I was
you
looking for it.
pretty much that entire round when you were a Rooney. You saw and you just ran out of ammo so many times. You tried to escape by punching a hole in the wall, and then you saw the Blackbeard, and you almost died to that.
Just fucking
Yeah,
PTSD.
Mate, that was
Oh,
so
that round was
scary.
hilarious. That was so funny.
Blackbeard?
The Blackbeard was Blackbeard was Will.
You were awful, mate. You literally looked at me. We looked at each other, and I was so scared. And then
That
I
was
looked
such
at
a
you and then I
pathetic
shot
game.
and I thought I'd downed you. So I was like,
Nah,
right,
nah.
I'll leave him because I
Being
thought Adam was
scared.
inside.
Sorry.
James,
Oh.
you're the glass.
So, James, we now know who the Dokkaby was. That's all I wanted to know.
I still think
Shut
that's
the glass.
dreadful.
Yeah, you're awful.
That was a headshot on my
Oh,
screen.
I headshot. No, I
On your
headshot.
head.
Doubt. Oh, I just
No,
wanna.
No,
On my
it's like
screen.
it's like the round where I killed Will. No, I killed Will
Nah,
with a
you
pistol.
were dead there.
When I killed Will with a pistol, and I headshotted him
pistol.
first, and it didn't count. The first
Oh,
round
I know.
when we went
Oh,
for it.
right. Yeah,
And
no,
it didn't.
I was
I
like,
headshotted you.
I
And then
probably
it just
shouldn't
just
have went in with a hip fire at the
No,
start of
probably
that.
not.
Yeah,
no,
I-
no, that was
um,
you, Tyler.
uh,
Run through the wall, the hit fire through the wall was beautiful.
Bruh.
Yeah, that was nice.
I looked
Talk.
over to the back wall and I thought you put a punch hole. I didn't know you just hit by
Yeah, speaking about wall bangs though, Adam had some beautiful retribution when he got killed one round by Tyler pre-firing his Ella through a wall, and I felt so sad because Adam took Blackbeard and only one bullet hit him and it was a headshot.
Innit?
I mean that was just depressing.
Yeah.
And then, like a couple of rounds later,
Tyler
Tyler
goes
goes smoke, pre-fires through a barricade.
barricade.
But Tyler, if you pre-fired at crouch height, you would have got Adam.
I was just
If you pre-fired at crouch height, give a pre-fire and Adam just shot you in the chest.
you to shoot that barricade down, and you just shot me. Me and Will were arguing about
Mate,
like,
that one where I killed you and Will, that was the same Rooney round. It was beautiful.
The one where
you had- You had a Blackbeard and the who was the other one? What was the
I
other
just
one?
dropped in front of Adam as vigil, right? Tyler calls. Tyler legit says to me, he goes, "Both of them are with me in my room." I go, "Alright, I'll drop this then." Drop. Adam stood right in front of me. Both in the room, Tyler. Both in the room, right?
right.
What,
Okay,
Will, is that
there
the
was
way
a
you
cross
dropped
round as
that when you were 0, Will? Was that the one?
Yeah.
Adam, remember when you killed both me and Will? Will was caught in your frost trap. So
Yeah.
we had a plan. What I was gonna do, Will was chatting up his thing, so I said, "Oh, hang on, let me call as soon as he throws, so you can just rush in and kill Adam." But he ran in, got caught in the frost trap. I was like, "Right, okay, it's gonna work." Then the flash got me. I couldn't see. Will was down. Adam came around the corner, not flash, and killed us both.
Oh yeah, that was. I felt so bad for Will when
Such a good
Will was
plan.
there going for the flashbangs, going for the candelas, and I thought this is gonna work, and then he jumped in and he got caught by a frost trap, and I was like, oh my god, no.
Mate,
Oh, that's why we got dropped.
Even I didn't take that into consideration.
Expect me to be in it. Then I just got flash grenades. I was like, right, here we go. I almost got you in all with the.
to be fair, someone went Jackal and I
SMG
hated you.
That was
Me.
Tyler. That was Tyler.
Me.
Dislike.
Me.
Mate, I got Jackal tracked, I seen it, I was like, I'm gonna kill myself.
I love that version.
By the way, there were a
It was
couple
fun.
of minor voice breaks throughout that stream. I think there were about 2.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
gonna have to
nice.
rewatch that.
Did anyone comment on my last message
For Gimel.
before I left the chat?
No. What was the?
Gimmel.
No, Tom will have seen.
Oh, I think
The stream
Oh, I
chat,
think-
the stream chat.
Oh, the
Oh,
stream
okay.
chat. Right,
Let me
let me have a look.
check.
Goodbye, I will no longer be moderating as I am playing. However, please send all donations to make a Wish Kid Tyler donation group. And then Travis has replied with no. They don't deserve
Make a wish,
donations.
kids, don't.
So yeah, Tyler, you. I mean, you're not getting sympathy anywhere, so stop trying.
Lamau. I'd say big Lamau. Like, but you don't know how happy I was when I got using that frost. I was awful.
There
the
was
thing is,
some
we didn't actually
crazy
scan,
things
didn't
that
know who you
happened
were.
that
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
just
no,
thought,
we didn't
oh,
know
it'll
there
be
was a
like,
frost.
it'll be like someone he normally plays, and then all of a sudden frost.
What did you think? Oh, it'll probably be castle or...
Yeah, I thought something like
Yeah.
that would be.
and then you jump in and you find out what operator I went.
Wait, actually, no. I think during that round we knew there was a frost.
That would
I'm
be
pretty-
good.
I'm
No,
pretty
no,
sure
we
we
didn't.
knew
We
that Adam
didn't.
was
No, we
frost.
didn't know there was a frost, but we knew. It was one of the other rounds we knew there was a frost, and we still died to it. But it weren't that one.
Still think my favourite round would have to be the one that I fucking used you both up. It was just a realisation that you
What,
had
with a blackbeard?
Blackbeard. Yeah, no, it
Oh,
just
yeah,
scared
no.
the life out of me.
I
I punch
walk
a hole
in,
and you're
right,
there.
lose all the ammo, right, just missing you. And I was
Oh,
like,
wait,
yeah,
wait,
this
the
man's
round where
too slow
he-
to switch to the gun.
The
Started
round
doing it
where
anyway.
you
and just
destroyed
died.
Adam and we were gonna both pin him in the VU, but you just ran back into sight. We both came in and you killed
I don't
us both.
understand how you did it so awful at pincer-maneuvering me that you got both shattered. Like, I sat there and I literally realised how bad that
No,
was.
because you're in a room.
We were
so I
gonna
didn't
do
wanna
it,
push him.
and then but then I realised, oh, he's inside. Go quick, there's like 10 seconds left, and then
I
we
just
ran in
record.
and
I
killed us both.
actually recorded it because I thought it was so funny. I knew that like, the last kill wasn't good, but Tyler got denied, and I heard like the smash of your shield, Will. I was like, oh, thank God for that.
For me, when I got Blackbeard, I only get fucking wall banged.
I was.
I didn't even know
That
you
was
were there.
so
No, I
disappointing.
knew you were there.
The thing is, Tyler like emptied Harvey's magazine above your head in the first place, and I was like, oh, this is gonna just be so heartbreaking.
I just wanted it to be a simple pre-fire through the wall, just nice and casual, but no, I ended up shooting the entire wall.
Yeah, you went everywhere,
Me, when my operator's whole premise was to not get headshotted.
and then Adam gets
Also
headshotted.
gets
Yeah.
headshotted.
You know.
Who was the first person to play Blackbeard that entire game, by the way? I genuinely want to.
Well.
It weren't me. It wasn't me.
No, you
was
you
you.
run attack.
No,
first,
you did.
so it was you.
You did.
Yeah, because I remember I was thinking Adam has just taken Blackbeard because he's seen someone else take it, but I didn't know if it was Tyler or Willie took
Yep.
Blackbeard.
No, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I knew
no, to be
that.
fair, I did message James before we started and said, but like both rounds, but the start and play Rook and Blackbeard.
Adam, did you like getting, like, when you were in trophy initiation, by the way, did you like getting shafted from both sides? How's that feel?
I'm gonna be honest with you, lad. There are many
I come through
experiences
the
I would have
reinforced
preferred.
wall, Will comes through the door, you get double
There's
penetrated. in
many
both holes.
experiences I would have preferred. I'm not gonna lie to
You were such gimps. You literally, like, Adam was in sight, but I'm not even joking, like, the entire round. Will was gone out of sight,
yeah.
and he doesn't plan. I mean, you are in sight for, like, you're in sight for literally, like, 30 seconds. No, not even that, you're, like, in sight for, like, 10 seconds on your own.
Yeah,
and you
but
just
You
like,
were
oh, I'm
coming
gonna
back.
die.
already busted out.
I
the
was
frost
on my way
Legion
back.
counter.
Tyler, if he wasn't coming back, you've got to go and find him, lad.
I mean, at that point, you'd already busted out the Frost losing counter. You deserve that.
What you well, you did
Well,
ash rushes, like, constantly.
Still
We
won.
didn't. It wasn't a hardcore ash rush. I mean,
Yes,
on
he
one hand, I'm holding my phone.
We were
on the other
talking
hand,
about
I'm
how his
playing.
character in the game can bust legs.
You were literally rushing us. I'm not even joking. We've been
Oh,
We
by
were
the
rushing
way,
because I
um,
wanted to play my game again.
There was one
So
round
you were
where
rushing?
Will was
Yeah,
Chanka,
but
Tyler
I
was
went
alibi.
tryhard.
I
Oh my
scanned
God,
Tyler, I
yeah,
go,
Chanka
okay, so
wasn't a
Tyler's
good
going to me not. And then I
My-
turned around to see
my
the
aim
Lord
was
reinforcing.
God awful on that, Adam. I shot your legs so much. And then I tried to switch guns. I was like, why is it not working? Then I tried to throw an impact grenade at you, and it still didn't stop reloading. That whole time, for some reason, it didn't stop me reloading. I would have got you, but I didn't.
No, you wouldn't. Let's
I
not.
would've.
Let's not lie.
I would've,
Let's
it
not
just
lie.
didn't stop me.
No, let's not lie, mate. We both know you wouldn't have killed me.
Sat me down. Oh,
What are we
bruh,
doing
and
now?
that glass one as well. Will didn't know that he downed you, so I was just like, oh wait, did you know?
Oh yeah.
So I was out there waiting, I was like, if you do, I'll kill him. And I was
No,
like,
I
and then I
was
started
so-
hearing James come up from the corner
I
to come
was so
res you.
hoping that
Was
I was
that
so
actually
hoping
James?
you wouldn't
Was James
notice.
coming to res you?
that,
No, I don't know.
that-
I'm impressing anyone.
No, James was
I didn't
James was
realise I
nowhere near. James wasn't
Here's
present.
me
Adam.
thinking
No.
I could hear in the corner of my ear. just
Yeah,
hear-
Tyler, when I was
No, no, he
commentating
didn't
that,
find
Tyler,
died.
when I was commentating that, I saw Will down Adam, and then I saw you, and I was like, oh, how sweet's this? Tyler's not going to steal Will's kill. And then I'm just sat there on you for like 30
No, I
seconds,
did
and you
ask
just
him. I
sat
did
there,
ask him.
and I was like, oh, this is like
No, he
so
did ask
wholesome.
me.
And then,
What you
and
get,
then I
Will
switched to
steal
Will,
all
I
the
switched to
time.
Will, and then all of a sudden it just comes
No,
up
I
on the
didn't.
screen, and Tyler
I
headshotting
did
Adam.
Tyler
Tyler
did
was
me so
struggling,
goddamn
and I
hard, and you
finished
shot
his
him.
job.
He's actually... That's some bullshit. Yeah, I stole his kill, but I'm not going to admit it.
I mean, I didn't steal his kill, but
You did. I watched. I literally. Why would I complain about you stealing Tyler's kill? I don't care. I got killed by you into the pin. That benefits
Oh
me.
wait,
You
wait,
did-
is that the round where we just smashed
What,
you?
Cav? The Cav?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when you both
Tyler.
came in through the entrances
No
at
matter what, it was Tyler's.
drugs.
It was Tyler's. You literally like shot me like twice, and Tyler shot me like 4 million fucking times.
Anyway, we are going to
Don't
end
mind.
the stream there though, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. Hopefully we can get back streaming a bit more on a regular basis. Obviously we've had quite a long break. We want to get properly back into at some point. So yeah, hopefully we will see you guys soon, but hopefully you did enjoy that 2 Thursdays too. It's quite a rusty stream, obviously not been back in a while, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. I think it got a lot better towards the end as well regarding my commentating and stuff. So we will see you in the next one, whenever that may be. But yeah, hopefully you did enjoy. Make sure to subscribe and see you then. Bye bye. James here, Bespo, he's starting to hit the tracks and he goes for the gunfight and he wins, moving into each other's angles. James going for the peak and James wins the gunfight. Tyler, a pre-fire through the wall. Oh my god, even more, and there we are, he sees the Valkyrie, he sees the head.